What's going on, everyone? It's Tim Rodman with IndustrialiZen. Hey, today we're going to be going over the project template that we've developed in Excel just for ease of use and priority shiftings. And with everything going on in our days and stuff, this template really comes in handy, and we're excited to make it available to the public. So just this video, we're just going to get started showing how to use it and how to function it. And there is a download link for this form in the YouTube description below. So with that, we'll get started a little bit about the features and benefits of this form or template. So to start it off, I start every day by reviewing the meetings that I have for that present day. So the second somebody sends a meeting invite, I just simply go in here, maybe add a new row, and I type in, so we'll say like industrial project form. So that just gives me, it's short, it's zingy, it gives me that, hey, something's happening. When is that happening? I scheduled that, so meeting 1:13 at 10 to 11. That's what I booked to record this video. I like to color code my meetings green. So as you can see, that meeting number 1 up here is green. Just so you start your day, it's the first thing you see, just so you know what you're on the hook for the day. So I kind of like leave it like that. So if it's something coming up here at like in the afternoon at 1 or something, that I'm reminded that, hey, my presence is requested for an upcoming meeting. So, if you get in the habit of starting each day by opening up this project list, you won't miss any meetings, especially as soon as, before you even accept a meeting invite from, Outlook or whatever email server you use. Make sure you write it down here, because this is a way that'll keep you on track for that meeting and you won't miss any important updates and stuff. Moving on, and this form, this template is interchangeable for everybody. So, the fact that I have low priority projects as my next item, you guys can move it around if you'd rather see what you have for the week ahead. But, this bucket really serves because we all have projects where we've done everything that we need to do up until a given point, where it's on somebody else's turf. You've done everything that you're required to do. Now you're just waiting for someone else. Whether you mark that as done, or if you're like me and want to keep track of it from there because it's going to come back. My low priority list is extensive because there's just so many things moving and so many things that may not be a given priority for the day at hand, but you never know. So what's really awesome is after you have your meeting set, you can start and plan, maybe a Friday afternoon or something, you plan your whole week ahead. So it's just awesome to know and give yourself, a handful of things and items that you wish to accomplish today. So I have this note over here, what about this project do you wish to accomplish today? But you type, the project there, and I'll go over kind of the functionality after I go over the form here, but tracking your time and all the cool little effects and stuff that we have on this form. I do highlight a different day. So today is Wednesday, January 13th. I highlighted the day that it is in a different color. So if I have some overlap, if I have things that I didn't accomplish from Monday or Tuesday, that I know those days have passed, and to really focus on the things that I already set for myself, to get done today. It's always changing. It's ever revolving. This form is not set in stone, but it's really, in the past 5 years that I've used this, have really kept me on track. And then there's a spot for maintenance items. So, obviously there's time that you need to devote in your day to just clean up emails. So just be sure to track your time. And of course, track your time too for updating this project list. And again, after I go through the rest of the list, I'll show you how to track your time and start becoming really efficient in the projects that you do. And as a nice kudos for you, you keep the completed folder. So once something is completely done, whether it's done with your portion or it's done with somebody else's portion, you mark it down here, and I always like putting it in a gray bar. And again, I'll open up one of my lists after this to show you, once you complete 20 items a week, you feel really good and you can go enjoy your weekend because you did your job. Literally, it's, cutting one of your projects. So, I finished this one. Gonna mark this as completed. Make it gray so I don't look at it. And that to-dos today, number 1 is completed today. And, when you open up the list from weeks going on, you remove this and start each list so that, there's accountability here. When someone comes back to you and wants to know what you got done for a certain week, keep saving these forms each week. Save as a new form each week. So you can go back to them and say, hey, I got these 20 items done, or I got these 10 items done. They're completely completed, and we're moving on. You start the next week. And that's why I leave a blank row down here so you can just always keep adding. But next week, start the new form and start building your completed again. Now we're going to go over how to track time. So when we get in the hang of it, it's kind of annoying at first, but it's really important to track your time. This not only makes you more efficient in your day-to-day work, but it also gives you a better understanding of how long certain projects take you. So if you're working on a brochure and the last brochure you did totaled 6 hours, next time someone comes and asks if you can get a brochure done in an hour, you're going to confidently say, no, the last one took me about 6 hours, so I appreciate, any patience you have there. So we'll go ahead and say, today's Wednesday, so I go to that Wednesday column, and we're about almost 15. I do increments of 15. You can also do 7.5 minutes, but that's as you get more familiar with the form. So we'll start with 15. So just automatically assume any project you work on is going to take 15 minutes. What you do is simply type 0.25, that equates to 15 minutes. And what I like to do is put in parentheses the time that takes me to. So if I started this meeting at 10 o'clock today, I did 0.25 and I'm now at 10:15. There's a nice little key up in this corner. It'll show you 0.25 equals 15 minutes, 0.5 equals 30 minutes, 0.75, 45, 1 equals 1 hour. So eventually you'll get to a point where you can do 1, that'll take us to 11:15, 2, that would take us to 12:15, and so on and so forth. So as promised, here's an example of my current work project list. So you can see that I've been using this list for about 5 years now, so you can see how developed everything that I do is and how much stuff. Here's all my meetings. So you can kind of see this like live and in action. So you can see all the dates. I put it in chronological, so I know I have a meeting today at 1 p.m. I have one tomorrow, 2 to 3, and so on and so forth. Here goes my low priority projects, so things that I can't really do anything right now, but it's still active, it's still live, and I don't want to be surprised by it when it comes back to fruition. And here are all my dailies. So here's what I had set for today, only because a lot of the stuff for the days here overlap, but you can just see everything that I have going on. So I hope you guys found this video beneficial. I hope you hit the download link below to download this form, and definitely let me know in the comments section if this form helps you keep up to date on your projects and become even more of a dictionary for your company, because I live and die, I breathe by this form. I keep it open all day and, just track. It takes 2 seconds eventually to just track your time. And eventually you're going to have nice accountability. When someone wants to know what you worked on in the week, you can just furnish this list to them very quickly and efficiently. And I hope to continue to bring you guys more tools like this from IndustrialiZen. We're going to be working on cleaning up the marketing industry and cleaning up the industrial industry space as far as marketing, and trying to revitalize the brands of the communities. So again, this is Tim Rodman, and I wish you guys all the best. If you download this form, and the link is in the description below, let us know in the comments how you found this form, and look forward to giving you guys more content in the months to come.